Yeah, I mean, it was obviously a really, really good first four plus innings for Brady. I mean, he was spotting that fastball to his glove side. Breaking ball was amazing. Just did a nice job of getting ahead of most all hitters. And, we only walked one the whole game. I think they walked eight. We took advantage of it, all of that. The first pitcher got out of a couple of jams and, there was a couple things that maybe we shouldn't have done, but we didn't score, and then we put together that big fourth, and then I think again it started with maybe a walk, and I don't know if what went on there, but I know we had runners at first and second, no outs, and we laid down a bunt for a hit. It worked out, and it was just a good job putting together that inning in a tight game. It was going really fast, and the fifth we kind of gave ourselves a big lead there after they hit a home run. And I always like it when our team comes back and scores when the other team scores. So proud of them there. So uh, played pretty good, turned double play. Didn't catch pop up in the wind. The wind was brutal. I thought today was going to be the calm day and tomorrow was going to be the bad day, but I think it's supposed to be even worse tomorrow, the wind. So uh, held up a couple home runs. Um, Big Kendall happened to hit his through it. I think it would have gone 400 plus feet. Aloys would have went way out, but he backspun that thing and it just got up there and stopped. So really good job after yesterday, just not playing great, but winning today, played really good.
It seemed like your hitters were ready for Pennington. What'd you think about the way they attacked him?
They did. They knew that he had a really good outing last week, and I don't think he had an ERA coming into today. I'm not sure, but I thought we did a good job. Tough situation to come in on. I think maybe the bases were loaded, one out, no outs, whatever it was, and we got a couple of hits, and I don't know all what went on in that inning, but I thought we attacked him pretty good.
Offensively, did you like what you saw for the first four or the first three innings, even though you weren't scoring runs?
Yeah, because we weren't going out of the zone as much. I didn't feel like, yesterday we chased a lot of balls down, had a lot of weak ground balls to the middle. That was frustrating. Today, not so much. Better job. Some different guys in the lineup. I thought they did a really nice job. I mean, Edmondson had a nice job leading off, and then Souza, a walk, stolen base, two strike base hit that drives in two. Uh, just the pinch hit fly ball that was probably hit about 400 feet and end up going 200. And I got a sac fly out of it. Just the little things. Lovich did a nice job.
Dave, I think Brady's first two outings, he was more of a pitch to contact guy. Only had 10 strikeouts his first two combined and then 10 tonight. Just what was the difference in the strikeout total for him today?
I think he was just pounding the outer half to the right-handers with that fastball, and he got ahead of them. And his breaking ball today it's the best it's been all year. So I'd have to say just the location of the fastball and then, the breaking ball, it was man, it was really nasty.
And then your bullpen, the last three innings, McIntyre and then Dossett, they make pretty quick work of it. I think 26 total pitches, those three innings. Just what did you make of your bullpen today?
Really good job just coming in and filling up the zone with a lead. That's what we ask our guys to do. And, we've been getting our strikeouts. We haven't been walking very many, and that's a really good combination if you can field. And just like what I'm seeing, I need to see the offense keep coming. And well, it's tough hitting when the wind's like that, but it's that way for both teams. Tomorrow's supposed to be even more windy, the same direction. So at least, we know what you got to do to win it. You got to take what they give you. When you get people on base, you got to move them around and you got to find a way to drive them in, because the 3-run homer, they're hard to come by in this type of situation.
Coach, in the eighth inning, when Ben McLaughlin dropped down that bunt, was that planned or was that?
What do you think?
I don't think it was planned.
You're a baseball guy, aren't you?
A little bit.
You are. Yeah, kind of. You played, didn't you?
Yes.
See, I ended up doing the interview. I'm asking you questions. So no, it wasn't planned. We didn't give him that sign. And so we've been working on that a lot. When they vacate, we got our big left-handers. We called a shift beater, and he saw it. and he did it. And probably shouldn't have done it. And I told him that, and he knew it. He felt bad about it, but I'm sure they weren't real happy about it. As a matter of fact, I know they weren't. So that's the way, it is what it is.
Thanks, Coach.
Lovitz and Edmondson, you put them in the lineup today. They both had 2 hits.
Yeah.
What's that do for them? Maybe moving forward.
Well, like I've said, the outfield piece, there's guys that can do it. If other guys aren't getting it done, I mean, I could play matchup. It's nice to have a left-handed hitter like Lovitz swinging the bat because we need that. And then Souza as well. I think he's playing with confidence. At least it looks like it when he's in the box for the most part. And then Stovall's a couple weeks out. We'll get another left-handed bat back because we're going to face some right-handed pitching that we're going to need a few more lefties to handle them.
It was this way down in Arlington too. You've talked about the high strikeout totals, but you're not walking a lot of batters. I think it's 34 Ks and 3 walks this weekend. What's been the key to that?
Well, really just getting ahead of the hitters and that's where the strikeouts come because when you get ahead of hitters, you can start mixing and matching and get them guessing and pitching backwards and but they're on the defense a little bit when they got 2 strikes and then just the walk thing. I mean, our pitchers they threw strikes in the fall, and it's definitely something that's worked on and talked about. Easier said than done, but our guys throw the ball over the plate. That's why we have a really good pitching staff.
Jared's bunt kind of set up that 4th inning, and
Yeah.
kind of as you wait for the offense and the power to kind of come around, is it kind of good to see that you can play
Yeah.
small ball and manufacture?
Yeah, we did it. We
runs?
did it in Arlington as well, facing some good pitching and not really swinging the bats great yet down there, at least a little streaky. And we've worked on bunt for hits, and it's something that you have to do in some of these tight games, or say when the wind's blowing like it is today, when it's hard to score. I mean, for a while there, it looked like it was going to be a 3-2 game, late in the game, just the way nobody was really scoring. So you got to try something, whether it's bunt, hit and run, or something.
Souza came up with the bases loaded, had the big hit to drive into. Just how good was that to see for the freshman?
Yeah, it was really good to see, especially since he did it with 2 strikes and, one of their best pitchers, at least statistically coming into today. We felt like he was the guy they were going to bring him out of the pen when they felt like they had a chance to win the game. And I guess their plan was if it was still tied, he was coming in. And, that was the biggest hit of the game, obviously. And he hit it hard right back through the middle, didn't try to do too much. And, I don't know, just really good to see because he's very physical for his age and he can really run and he's got a lot of power. So he's a guy that if you're a scout, you're saying, hey, he's got a lot of tools. Sometimes the guys with tools, they still got to learn how to play baseball and he's doing a really good job. He's slowed the game down a little bit in his head and the moment wasn't too big for him. I was really glad to see that.
And Jason Jones, he's been driving in some runs for you lately. Today, he did it without hitting it 110 miles an hour. Just what have you thought about him and his ability to drive in runs?
Yeah, he drove in a couple runs a day. One of them was on a walk, wasn't it? And the other one he fought off and got a single to center. Did he drive in a run on that one? I don't remember. It's really good to see. I think he's got 12 RBIs already, and that's what we needed to do, especially since we're hitting him down there 7, 8 in the order. Kind of need some guys to pick up some RBIs down that way.
You got McIntyre up in a tight game, and then it's like 50 minutes, I think, before he comes in. What do you think of that 6-pitch inning, given how long
Yeah.
he'd been warming up?
Yeah, really, really good job. I think he threw two innings, 16 pitches, so he's available again tomorrow if we need him. So, you always wonder how that's going to go when you get hot and it takes a long time before you get in. But I thought he did a great job. Just like Brady coming back out for the 5th, we hit for a long time and he wasn't quite as sharp. But he was also getting a little tired. It's that time of the year that if we can save these guys an inning here or there, that'll help us later. And that's kind of what we did. We could have sent him back out. Pitch count wasn't way up there. He could have at least got us another couple outs, maybe 3, but just felt like, we're going to need that down the road.
And I have one more for you about Pennington. He looks like your pitchers to me. Does it help when you see a guy that looks like the type of pitchers they face in scrimmaging?
Yeah, I mean, he's a big kid, good arm, loose, he got some good movement, good slider, and you never know how it's gonna go, but you throwing a guy that's throwing a breaking ball 55 miles an hour, it's pretty tough to hit for an inning till you figure it out, or if they bring a guy in that looks like a lot of the guys that we face when we're scrimmaging, it's sometimes you have a little better success against that guy sooner or immediately. But I just think that our guys did a good job of fouling off some pitches and laying off some pitches until they got the count their way a little bit. Sousa did a good job there. I don't know if it was 1-2 or 2-2, but he singled through the middle with 2 strikes. Like I said, he didn't try to do too much.
Cool, Coach, thanks for your time.
Okay.